What's the worst haircut you've ever had?
So in 8th grade, I got my hair cut to about actually where it is now, but I didn't know how to do anything with it. So it turned out to be like this big, so it looked like a bell. And from the beginning 8th grade to the beginning of freshman year, I didn't cut my hair because I was so scared to get it cut again. I'm Emma Ruth, and this is my story. Okay, so my story starts off, I grew up mostly in Mitchell, South Dakota. Going to church every week. I went to Sunday school, Awana youth group, just like the kind of typical church life. After my 8th grade year, my youth pastor had left our church. It created a lot of changes in youth ministry to the point of where I didn't want to go and my sister didn't really want to go either. And we would try to figure out ways that we could get out of going to church and just not wanting to be there, not wanting to be at youth group. So that went on for about 2 years, just fighting with my parents about it. And then junior year of high school, like right before I had my little sister's friend come up to us and ask us if we would try going to her church. She was very welcoming. My parents agreed to let us go, and we went. And the first week there, I had the youth pastor who came and he had spoke, and I heard the gospel message clearly for the first time at that point. And I rededicated my life at that point. I did not fully comprehend how much Jesus had actually loved me though, and that came in later in my life. So then going on from there, I went to Wayne, and at college I started going to Crew, and I went from about August to November of my freshman year, and I quit going for many different reasons. I was trying to figure out why I didn't like it. I just didn't want to go. In about March, I had a friend who was like, I really think you should go. I think you should give it another chance. Just try it. And I decided to try it again. I'm so thankful I did. And just going, I was able to make a lot more friendships than I didn't have beforehand. On April 20th, I was like, I have my life figured out. I know what I'm gonna do. I am going for elementary ed. I have a few places picked out on where I want to live like after I graduate. The next day I was at Crew, and I had a friend who had attempted suicide while I was there. Just having that just completely rocked my life. I was very confused on what was going on and just struggled with a lot of that. And then October 17th, I had a friend back home who had successfully committed suicide. It created a lot of hard points in my life. There was a day after Crew, I was in an extremely low point from grieving. I was just in the back room doing slides, and I was just bawling after Crew. And I had a really good friend of mine come up, and she went through verse by verse slowly, Psalms 121, 1 through 8. And it says, I lift my eyes to the mountains. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. He will not let your foot slip. He who watches over you will not slumber. Indeed, he who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord watches over you. The Lord is the shade at your right hand. The sun will not harm you by day nor the moon by night. The Lord will keep you from all harm. He will watch over your life. The Lord will watch over your coming and going, both now and forevermore. After going through that, it just showed me how much Jesus loved me and became my strength verse. It helped me through preparing for summer mission with Crew. It helped me during my summer mission when my aunt had passed away. It has helped me through so much. And just to see that, like, as we're on our path, God is just this great big person who is always watching over us. It says that he will not let our foot slip, and he never sleeps. And just showed me in that moment how much God truly loved me. This is the story of how Jesus has changed my life.
Has he changed yours?